man.
We are live. We are live.
Oh
now.
man.
Oh no.
Oh man.
What is going on, everyone? It is Brian, and I am back with Eric.
Yo,
and Pete.
Woo!
It's weird watching us live.
I know. This is
Yeah.
awesome though.
But it's just so we can better see the live chat.
we
But
actually moved, scooted slightly.
yeah,
Just it was more too much. We don't want to cut Eric out. Let's move back a little.
we're still fixing stuff. That okay.
There you go.
Awesome. So I know you're wondering, why are you doing 2 episodes in a row? Well, I'm not doing 2 episodes in a row. We're actually doing 3 in a row because we did 1 yesterday and we're doing 2 today. So Eric and Pete were nice enough to break social distancing boundaries in order to have me over.
it's okay.
And
We've been fine. We've been fine. Don't worry.
We've been
in
tested
quarantine. We haven't seen him in weeks. We haven't seen him in almost a year.
A year, sir.
Yeah.
It's been a year.
For Pete, it's been a year.
Yeah,
Eric saw me in October.
that's true.
I wasn't out there in October.
You went to the hockey game.
Asshole.
Free ticket. It was a free ticket.
know.
Anyway, not the important part. I mean, it's important that I'm here.
Yes.
But the important part is, I said in the first episode that we'd be doing some brewery, not takeovers, but spotlights. And today, I would love to do a takeover with the brewers themselves.
Yeah, maybe in the future they
Maybe in
will.
the future. But so today, since Pete and Eric live in the Jersey City area, Departed Souls, which is in Jersey City,
Yeah,
is like
there too.
that's true.
is like 10 minutes away from their apartment.
Not even.
So not even, apparently, as Pete says. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never been here before. So we're going to do 3 beers from Departed Souls. We'll give you a little bit of information about Departed Souls and where you can go online or their address, because I have all their information on my phone in front of me. And basically, we're going to give them a spotlight because they're a great brewery. We've reviewed one of their beers in the past. It went over really well. They did reach out to us as well because we picked one of their gluten-free products, and we have I think another one here. One of these 3, I think, is. I know this one's not. I know the donut one's not.
No,
Yeah,
the
those ones are very much not.
Very much not. So to start off, we'll talk about them a little bit. So Departed Souls was founded in 2015 in Jersey City, New Jersey.
Mhm.
They are the first brewery in the area, in the Jersey City area, especially with them being with it being close to all the major transits to get into the city and around New Jersey, which is cool. 2, they are one of many breweries that do offer gluten-free options. I know a lot of people nowadays are looking for that, and it's cool because they do it and they also advertise it. Not many places will advertise it.
Yeah.
Some places you really got to find it. Like Glutenberg is like a really big name one.
Mm-hmm.
And Red Bridge is another one, but that's not really craft beer. Those are like major operations that make those beers.
Mm-hmm.
Pete has the candle version of the Donut Souls,
Highly recommend
which will be
it.
the first beer we're trying today.
Yeah. So yeah, Pete and I picked out all 3 of these beers.
We had more, but we didn't say it.
Yeah, we picked it out when we visited for the first time before the pandemic happened.
Before the Fire Nation attacked.
Exactly.
Oh. Yo, it's
And,
coming on Netflix very soon.
Yeah,
I know, I'm excited.
Yeah. This week or next week?
Sometime, yeah.
So
the 15th, I think.
you'll see it in a second, but this is a white stout, as you can see by Pete showing, or like when we did the Magically Delicious, or
It's so
basically
good.
the Lucky Charms variant of Bolero Snort.
Yeah,
It is a golden, or in this case a white stout, and it's shit.
It's a shit, ladies and gentlemen.
And it's brewed with brioche donuts
It's so good.
and coffee beans.
I'm not a coffee guy, but I love this beer.
So it comes in at 5.8% alcohol, which is nice. It's very light, which will be good, especially for a stout style.
And also that you don't feel much of the donut, which is the nice part about
It's
it.
interesting because it smells very light too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, it's light.
And it doesn't have that roasty smell to it like most stouts do because of the dark roast. This one doesn't use that. It uses just unroasted, wheat and products and stuff like that. But what else was I going to say about it? Oh, so Beer Advocate did have a score for this, but I don't like what the score was.
I disagree with the
I
score
disagree with it,
personally.
and I haven't even tried this beer yet. So we're gonna rescore it.
Yeah, we are.
So Beer Advocate does that a 5. The score on there was 3.38, which isn't a bad score, but judging on what I've known for their products to be, I don't believe that's a good score. Only one person scored it, so you can't judge a whole beer by one score.
I have a score in my head, but I'm gonna wait till I have this again. But gentlemen, Slancha.
Salute.
Oh, awkward.
There you go.
I didn't know we were doing that.
Oh my God.
Sweet donuts.
That's a sweet beer.
It is.
But not in the way of sugar.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it would be based on sugar for the product. But it's not it doesn't give a sugary sweet. It just has a tanginess, a sweetness to it.
The coffee.
Like a nectar almost.
The coffee.
Which is nice. I really like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When you get that big swig going, that's when you can really get that like cocoa essence of it.
Yeah. It's in the back of the flavor.
Yeah.
But it's light. It's subtle. It's refreshing. Like if you're a stout drinker,
this doesn't feel like a stout.
It doesn't feel like a stout, but it tastes like one.
Yeah.
Don't go into this like thinking, oh, I'm drinking a stout.
You can drink this in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, yeah.
So stouts tend to be a colder weather beer,
like Guinness,
or like some of the other ones. But the golden stouts tend to take that heaviness out of the way. And this one knocked it out of the park 100%. I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't even think I'm being generous with this. I got to give it at least a 4 out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my score in my head before I had it was a 4 and 4.25.
Okay.
I was thinking solid that.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a 4.1.
All right.
Like it's not like that upper echelon, but it's kind of like that above honorary mention, but like number, kind of that like.
It's better. I
no
consider this
complaints.
better than your average beer.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like one of those that it's not the best beer, but it's so good that it's like there's nothing wrong with it.
Do you guys know how much you paid for the 4-pack?
No.
We bought so much beer. I can't remember the exact price. We'll put it in the description.
Brian, this
after
box
live
right
stream.
here, this was all just beer from them.
Yeah, I think in total we bought like
$100 at least.
Yeah, $100 because we got this
we
in the
had a
4-pack,
hat.
we got this in the 6-pack, we got this in the 4-pack, and then we got some T-shirts.
Okay.
We spent about $100
Beer.
total.
Something.
Let me see.
We're going to be doing a little product placement today. Unpaid for.
Yeah, while we're waiting for Pete, I'm gonna look up the price for.
So it doesn't matter.
Are you trying to find the receipt?
No.
What are you trying to find?
My hat.
Oh, your hat. Oh yeah, I have my shirt. If you want me to pull that up.
If you want.
All right, BRB. Brian, keep talking.
I'm going to talk about the next one because there's a lot to say about it.
Yeah.
So Departed Souls. For the next beer, we're doing a beer called Old Brew Eyes, which is their hazy Northeast IPA, brewed with Brew One and Zappa hops in the kettle and double dry hops with each, plus Lotus hops. So there's a lot going on in this. 6.3%.
Product placement, y'all.
There you go. We're not even being paid to do this. We're doing this on our own.
Yeah.
So as you can see, this isn't their normal cans, their can art. By the way, still love the can art. So they did what's called Operation Adoption, which was for animal adoption. They did a lot with this, and I remember on Instagram they were posting about this like crazy when this was at the start. And basically they're trying to promote like shelter adoptions and stuff like that. And it's a big. Pete can't find the hat.
I can't find a hat. I love the hat though.
He'll just have to buy another one.
I will buy another one.
I might buy one too.
It's a neon green and black. It's really good.
What else? You want to say anything else about it?
No, okay.
Any other stuff that you saw there that you liked?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, I can't find the exact. It's a collaboration beer, actually. The donut one, collab with Montclair Bread Company.
Oh yeah, I see it. It's actually on the side.
Yeah, lightly bodied with white stout with brioche donuts and cocoa.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
So Departed Souls did a huge thing with the adoption. They did a lot of events. They did a lot of specials.
Yeah.
They obviously did a lot of advertising with the cans, and it does work because there are other companies that do it. But I believe I love animals. I'd adopt them all if I could.
So it's actually a very interesting thing, speaking about animals, that actually when we were there, and it's one of the things I loved most about it, was so many dogs.
Oh,
there
yeah.
were so many dogs.
So many dogs.
Literally, you're like encouraged to bring your dog. You should probably just swap out your coaster at this point.
Yeah, let's.
You know what the funny part is? It's not getting caught on camera, so it's just happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know, like, if it's the first time your dog's been to the brewery, they'll actually give your dog a bandana, like, just for free. Like, they legitimately love dogs at this place.
Yeah, which, by the way, the actual, like, environment, like, where the brewery is, it's so cool. Because literally, if you think about it in themed context, I'd say it's pretty much like Ninja Turtles warehouse-looking place. Like, it looks like the Ninja Turtles lair.
You know, it's funny. I saw on Instagram they have the Ninja Turtle themed stuff.
Yeah, it's very Ninja Turtle
like
themed.
Neon tube lights.
So it's like skateboarding, like literally like the flasks that they, or not flasks, the flights that they give you is a skateboard.
Oh. See, I gotta go. I gotta get over there, man.
Yeah, once this pandemic is over, and,
I'll have to make a flight back.
We'll
flight back.
But let's dive into this beer, man. I like the look of it already. Normal New England style, that hazy style. We always talk about it every time. It has a good sheen to it. The light, I mean, Eric's lighting gives it a very nice touch. But, but it's good, gentlemen. We're not doing it this time.
Okay, I was like so delayed there because I was like, I'm about to feel falling for it.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah,
there's a lot of hops going on here. This is a more hoppy beer. We've been finding a lot of smooth, like hoppy beers.
Yeah.
The one we did yesterday, the Meltdown by 6 Point, was higher percent, still smooth. Not as many hops going on. This one has 3 different hops in it. Like I said, it has the Brew One, the Zappa, and the Lotus hops. Plus, it's double dry hop. So this is a hoppy beer. I would consider this a hoppy beer.
Oh, it's very hoppy.
But it's good. I like it.
Yeah.
This was actually when we were there. We were kind of like being like, all right, we'll get this one. This is a Pete one. This is an Eric one. Like, and then obviously Jonah was both of us. Like, we each kind of got our own. So this was actually one of mine, which is a little surprising because I'm usually not too hoppy.
Yeah, that's true. You usually don't go for the hoppy beers.
Yeah. I love this. I love this.
It's always nice. It's always nice to have a hoppier beer that can be enjoyed. And for not many big beer drinkers, like, don't go for something super hoppy. Go for a session IPA. Go for an ale, a lager. A Pilsner is very, very light. That's like the lightest you can get on the spectrum.
I love Pilsner.
Honestly, even the donut one, you might have an easier time with than this. Because that's very smooth. It also has that sweetness from the cocoa.
I was actually very worried about the donut initially when we were there because I don't like coffee. I love the smell of coffee, but I don't actually like coffee itself. So I was very hesitant about trying a coffee beer.
I'll be honest with you. The only coffee I drink right now is like McDonald's and Jack in the Box coffee because that's what we get at work.
Oof.
That's all I drink when I'm at work.
Yeah, I'm not a coffee drinker either.
Not a huge coffee drinker, but I'm starting to get into it. But
this is like that
was good. The donut Souls was good.
It's not like coffee. It's coffee in enough of a sense of like, oh hi, there's coffee in here. Like the little bit of taste. Coffee.
Yeah, there it is. That's how you say it.
Shut up.
No, that's how you say
it. The jersey's out. Go fuck yourself.
But the point I was trying to make was for people that are either just tuning into this channel for the first time or two, or maybe...
where have you been then? Where have you been? We've been on hiatus for a year. Kind of.
Yeah, because
you were gone for a year.
There were like 3 episodes we did over the summer that never came out either.
Yeah.
Which had really good beer on it, and I'm really ashamed they didn't come out.
Why did we never release those?
Oh, that was Corey?
Oh, right.
That was the what was it, the Labor Day special?
Yeah,
we had 3 shows in one.
That he was supposed to put together, and then
it was Pete's fault.
Yeah,
it was a lot of work. It wasn't
coming out the way that.
It just didn't really pan out. Frankly,
maybe we'll release it as a special for the upcoming Labor Day.
A year later.
We'll make jokes of ourselves, being like, yeah. So hey guys, we filmed this last year.
Yeah, we'll put a disclaimer.
But anyway, the point I was trying to make was for beer, not super beer connoisseurs, or for people that are brand new to the craft. Go light. You don't have to go super heavy to start. You don't have to try to like outbeat your friends on like how badass you are, what beers you drink. Trust me, man, I wasn't like that, especially when I started drinking.
Yeah.
I was a Coors Light Blue Moon guy for the longest time. And then I started working at the liquor store at the summer of my junior year of college, and that's where I started getting into it and just trying stuff and just, changing up what I would buy. And the air conditioning's on, but that's nice. It's okay.
Hold on. I found my receipt.
Eric, tell me your receipt. I will have prices for you.
Let's see. Donut Sols for a quad pack was $14.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's a great price.
Old Brew-Wise is different because it was cheaper if we got it with the dog one.
Yeah, the 6-pack was $20.
I think the normal is probably the same price.
The Top Tea on was
still a
that's the only 6-pack.
A 16-ounce 6-pack. Which not a lot of places in New Jersey do. In California, that's a whole different story. Because the Pizza Port Brewing beer I did on the relaunch was a 16-ounce 6-pack.
Yeah,
but that's not bad. That's
price. I think the actual one is usually the same price as Donut. But they had an offer being like, "Hey, we'll have 2 more beers, but not like priced up to how it would normally be because it's a dog charity."
Departed Souls in general tends to have very reasonably priced products.
Oh, absolutely.
And I know I say that probably about any product I talk about, because I usually wind up buying a lot of stuff that I like the price with.
Yeah, we bought other beers. We've tried other products when we were there and bought more than what we're showing today. And everything in terms of the quad packs was actually the quad pack. Remember the Go Big, Go Home? The first one we tried?
The one you bought me, yeah.
Yeah. The 4-pack of that was $11.
See?
They're extremely well priced.
That was a 12-ounce.
Ribo!
Ribo, what's up, dude?
Hi, Rye!
What up, dude?
Love you, bro.
We love...
You couldn't see the heart in that one.
Yeah, I did. I mean, sure.
There you go.
But yeah, that's
Ribo knows I love him anyway.
So far.
But, so... The whole purpose of the show was to give them a spotlight and to talk about what they do right and what they do well. And obviously, from what you can tell from us, their brewing style and the way that they make their product is great.
It is.
And they have a lot of different variety. Now, granted, we're also doing another IPA, but that's just because that's what we had on.
But none of a lot of the IPAs are, wow, Ryan, that hurts. But a lot of the IPAs are, sure, they're IPAs, but they're very distinct in their own ways. They're not just like, oh, IPA, all kind of the same spectrum.
But I'm pretty sure the one we did was a Belgian style ale.
The Go Big, Go Home?
Yeah.
I think so. The main thing I remember about that
was Belgian Tripel style.
I think so. The main thing I just remember about that was how like banana flavored it was.
Yeah. And then the funny thing was we said, so I think that was the episode where I said on the show that Departed Souls does all gluten-free products, and then they commented on our video and said, "Nah, you wrong." Which we appreciate.
But they did it.
No. We appreciated it though. That was it's. We love hearing from people.
Yeah,
so it's better for us. And I always say, like, I don't have all the answers. I don't have all the information, and some of my responses may be wrong. But it is fun to talk about it, and it is great when the breweries like react to us doing this kind of stuff because it shows that they at least acknowledge that we're, giving them a little something back for what they do. So going into the next beer, now I talk about can art a lot, and obviously with the Donut Souls, you have like almost like the donut shop, the box,
Simpsons.
It's a very Simpsons style,
Dunkin' Donut style. Yeah. Although Dunkin' Donuts does make a beer, it's with Harpoon though.
I didn't know. Okay. I didn't know about that collaboration.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe we should do like a donut.
I haven't seen it anymore, so don't get excited. I saw it. They did it last spring before I left for California.
I was gonna say like a whole donut themed episode.
That'd be cool. We could probably do it. Oh, I can't imagine we couldn't. Then there's this one. I mean, granted, this is not the normal can art, but I do love the blue commando, the dog photos.
Yeah,
the military style print. It's nice. It draws your attention to the can.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I don't know if this dog got adopted, but I want to talk about it anyway. I'm assuming it did. Josephine, who's a pity mix, lover of lap cuddles, knower of some commands, very playful. Only at 4 years old, so still in its prime.
Yes, you are, Rybo. Learn something new every day.
I love it.
Yeah,
Rybo. So the next beer we're gonna go into, but yeah, hold on. I always wind up seeing something else on here. Adopt local. So we always talk about drink local, adopt local.
Adopt local.
That's a big thing. So I will promote that as well because I do agree with it a lot. The next beer we're doing today for this episode is called Auto Hops.
Yeah. Yes, it is the theme you think it is.
Yes, it is Transformers theme. They do a lot of theme stuff, which is awesome.
Yeah, they have Auto Hops, which is extremely popular with them. They've also done a SpongeBob theme one. I'm not sure what the style that is.
They have the Ninja Turtles.
They have Ninja Turtles is a big theme.
You should have said the Ninja can.
Yeah, but
that was my favorite actually.
The Ninja was really good. But also when I was there, another interesting themed one was Guardians of the Gold Coast. So it's a Guardians of the Galaxy themed stout. Yeah, I actually like that one. It tasted like Guinness, but a little lighter.
It was very coffee for me, and I didn't like it.
Yeah,
it was strong with the coffee.
So this one is another hazy IPA coming in at 7.6%. So a little bit stronger. So we'll see where this one goes. But you gotta love the can design. It's literally a hop flower, I call it.
Yeah.
With a
beer is a salad. Fight me.
Beer's a bread. I will fight you.
It's a plant. It's plant. Salads are made of plants. Beers equals salad.
Beer's also made of like wheat and a lot of stuff that makes bread products.
You know what, Brian? Let me just once.
You know what? We'll say it's a season.
Hi, Mom.
We'll say it's croutons because croutons aren't salads. Crouton is bread, and croutons are in salads.
I'm alright with that, but also
I'll take that.
Beer equals salad.
You heard it here first.
Hi, Mom.
Didn't you hear me say that?
I didn't see her comment.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the TV.
Always love the parental support.
Yeah.
Beer's not a salad.
All right, you know what? Mom, come on, Mom. Beer is a salad. I live a healthy life now.
She's a smart woman.
She's a very smart woman.
There you go. All right, gentlemen. Ooh, I can smell it from here.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely probably going to be just as hoppy.
Oh,
you know this. All right, gentlemen. Salute.
Oh,
but more juicy.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even call it sweet.
No. Juicy.
Juicy. It's very juicy, and I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah, not like citrus juicy, but it has that essence of citrus.
It's good. It's nice.
I can't.
I don't want to call it refreshing because this is definitely way too strong and thick to be I would drink outside on a summer day.
Donut refreshing. Old Brew Eyes, I would also say. Okay, you know what, Uni? I will fight you, Uni. I will put you back to being Limp Bizkit, Uni.
Ooh,
I won't do that, Uni.
Wow. Am I have to edit this now?
No.
You do know that you guys made comments on yesterday's video that we actually couldn't post?
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a couple that
I don't even remember which ones those were.
They had swear words. They had swear words in it. That's why.
Oh.
Most of our videos have swear words.
I know. That's why we don't get paid to do this. Anyway, so this beer definitely something I drink at night, preferably at a barbecue or something. If you're going to drink it outside,
yeah. If I had to put these by like seasons, I'd kind of say winter, spring into summer, winter into summer, or spring, winter into spring.
See, I'd say fall, summer to fall.
Okay, no, yeah, I see that
because that's kind of like a warmer to then going cold is where I think that would thrive the most.
Yeah, I mean that's also why I said winter into spring because that's going cold into warm. So either way, it's the transitional point of winter.
Yes.
So not light winter, but transitional.
I would agree with you guys. Definitely, the Auto Hops is more of a spring beer. It's not thick enough or heavy enough to be a winter beer, but I wouldn't. If it was hot, like it gets in the summer, I probably wouldn't choose this.
Okay.
I would probably go for one of the other two.
Got it.
In warmer weather, I could drink the old Brew Eyes in the summer. I can see myself doing it. Not many. It is a little bit heavier than a normal beer. So
Auto Hop
working in the climate right now.
Yes, absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely. But
I think based on today's weather, which is around 60s or something, I'd go either Old Brew or Donut though.
Yeah. So hitting the 70s with no wind, it does seem like muggy and hot. So this is good if you're gonna drink like one or two, but you can't pound these all day.
Personally, I wouldn't pound any of these.
No, none of these are like
maybe Old Brew Eyes.
None of these are quantity beers. Although we very rarely ever do a beer here that I would say you can do quantity.
These are like you said, barbecue, like chilling at a party, but not going crazy at a party.
You got to do
like more of a barbecue,
a high class.
You got to do what we're doing, Like we're sipping it and we're talking about it.
Yeah,
and we're not constantly just.
Sitting on the porch, sitting around the table, enjoying yourself.
I do it sometimes too. Don't worry.
No, I'm not. It's just funny. You guys are like sipping. I'm like, oh, I finished a couple minutes ago.
Let me check my notes. But so the other two beers didn't have Beer Advocate profiles either.
Do we want to give? We never.
I do want to give final scores for all three of them. So the average, we did talk about the donut souls already. So the average went at about 4.1. I tend to agree with that.
Yeah,
I would put that down. 4.1 out of 5. The Old Brew Eyes. I don't know what's wrong with that coaster.
I think it's material.
I'd give this I really enjoyed it too. It was hot for a hoppier beer.
I'd say high 3.
I'd do like a 3.7, 3.75.
I don't think it's good enough for a 4.
It's really good.
I was going to go 3.8.
Yeah, like a high 3.
Yeah. All right, so 3.75, 3.8.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. I like that.
3 3/4.
Because I do believe this is a really good beer. And obviously, like the can variant makes it a little bit better. That's always nice. And then the Auto Hops. So as is right now, I'd do like a 3.58.
Yeah, I do a 3.
I like it.
3.5, 3.6.
It doesn't.
Like it, but I will say that for your average beer drinker, you're probably not going to pick this. So I'm trying to give it a realistic score. But I do believe that it's a really good beer.
Yeah.
That juiciness definitely gives it a cut above your average beer because it's a great beer, but it's not a step above.
Yeah, absolutely.
But no beer is perfect. We get anything that ever gets a 4, like between a 4 and 5.
That's perfect.
You should never see.
Reality.
You should never see a 5. If anyone rates it a 5, or if anyone rates for the pro scores 100, like Stone, the regular IPA on Rate Beer is 100. At least it's what it is in my store. I don't believe you should ever get 100. There's always room for improvement on beer. And Departed Souls does their styles very well.
They know their market and they know what they do well.
That's why I would rate these 3 higher than a lot of average beers and some average. And like, if your staple is a standard IPA with no added anything, you don't deserve anything higher than a 3.2 in my book. Unless you do something way different that makes you get above. Like Stone, I love Stone. They're one of my favorite breweries. But their regular IPA to me is all right. It's not the greatest thing on the planet.
It's nothing special.
It's just good for what it is.
Yeah. Which isn't a bad thing in any situation.
But I will say this. If you go on Departed Souls website, which is www.departedsouls.com.
SOLES.
Yes.
Not SOULS.
Yes. SOLES. They have their founding. Why they did why they put a lot of research and time into the gluten-free, I thought it was awesome. They had a friend who got celiac, so they really looked into gluten-free options, which is great for people that have that. I had a camper when I was a camp counselor that had it. She was literally an angel, and she was amazing. I mean, that whole group I had was amazing. But
yeah, Departed Souls is also a brewery where it's genuine people, especially because we had our water main break a couple days ago in Jersey City and Hoboken.
Got back water yesterday.
Yeah, like yesterday, 2 days ago, and when that whole outbreak happened of people losing water, losing clean water at least, Departed Souls stepped up and actually offered their their boiler, where they boil the water to start putting in the beer. They offered, they started that back up so that people could have good, clean water that is boiled already.
My coworker just showed up, but I didn't want to interrupt Eric. What up, Orlando?
So yeah, it's just they care about their community so much here in Jersey City. They do. So
their website,
shout out to them for being.
Their website has a lot of information about what they do and how and their beer process, plus their products, plus their Instagram feed is on their website. Definitely check them out. They definitely deserve all the recognition that we could give them, plus more, because of everything that they do for the community and the beer community in general. They make great products. They're great people, and
they're really fun to hang out with when you're there.
They really are.
I've never been there, so I gotta.
Well, we will get you there. We were there,
the guys we were talking with,
they legitimately wanted to have a beer conversation with you.
Yeah. That's the best when you go to a brewery and the people are so passionate about what they do. And there's a couple places that I've been to already that have done that. But to hear that just is the icing on the cake. These guys, if I got to rate Departed Souls as a brewery out of 10, because you can't do out of 5.
No.
Yeah.
I'd give them an 8, 9.
Eric will probably agree with me with this, but if there was a beer club, kind of like a book club, like a weekly book club sort of thing, Departed Souls would do that, where they would bring in different. You
never
beers.
know; they might do it.
But just the idea of just having people around hanging out in a little circle, just what do you think of this? Oh, what do you think of that?
They basically do that because
do they?
They do something like that, not necessarily a book club per se, but when there's a special theme,
you know what I mean when I say book club.
They post all these events on Instagram. I think there's some holiday themed beer that they're promoting, and then they had invited everyone for a holiday gathering, happy hour.
Cheers, Orlando.
But yeah, they're very much that community bait. They legitimately I mean, it was also it was a Saturday right when they opened, so they were very busy. But it was I definitely got the vibe that if it was not busy at all, they would just go sit at the table with you, try the beer, and just actually have a genuine conversation.
Now, if you are looking to find this place because you are under quarantine and you would like to pick up a case of beer, and good beer at that, you could find them at 150 Bay Street, Suite 2A in Jersey City, New Jersey.
Yes.
Until literally 15 minutes from now when we do the next episode, because Pete has generously offered his beer collection at home. I'm Brian.
We need the beer.
I'm Eric.
I'm Pete, and we need the fridge space.
That too.
and this has been another great episode of Brian's Beverage Corner. Thank you guys, and we hope you tune in for the next episode. Give us
coming soon.
Coming literally 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We'll call 5 o'clock. There's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Oh, that would be perfect.